As a hygienist early in my career, I made the mistake of enabling my patients with gingival infection. I wanted to be their hero and save their teeth for them. I put my Wonder Woman cape on and worked hard and fast to get their whole mouth clean in an hour. I would finish with sweat on my brow and blood and gunk up to my elbows. I loved removing calculus and I thought I was doing them a huge favor, but I was so wrong. Their gums never got better. I would clean them every 3 to 4 months and no improvements. It was because I was owning the disease for them. They never took complete ownership themselves and of their home care. It was easy being a hero. It was so much harder to present to the patient that they have infection and that their gums are sick. The fear of patient objection or refusal of treatment is real. It takes a lot of confidence and time management to present a case for soft tissue management treatment, but I am here to help you with that. There are just 5 keys to successful soft tissue management. Number 1, gain confidence and transfer the responsibility to help the patient. To do this, you need perspective. Know some data concerning the disease and how it affects the patient's mouth and body. Remember, there's nothing a dentist or hygienist can do that the patient can't undo. Meaning, no matter how great you are at removing plaque, calculus, and biofilm, help your patient understand that home care is critical. We're going to have a class on classifying the patient properly. We're going to talk about time savers to make sure soft tissue management isn't costing the practice money. We're going to simplify case presentation, educate the patient on the benefits of going through with the treatment. In treatment planning, we're going to make sure that you as a provider and the patient has all the tools they need to succeed and get healthy. We're going to dive into number 1 right now. There are 6 steps to gain confidence in presenting to the patient they are sick. Number 1, gather objective proof. You need to get correct probe readings. 2, photos of red bleeding gums. Get help from teammates. I can't stress this enough. I've talked about this before in class 6.4. It's impossible for any hygienist to gather all data on the patient if he or she has to chart probe readings by themselves. It's just not possible. I highly recommend that all team members watch the soft tissue management classes together. When a whole team gets involved in soft tissue management, everyone understands the importance of collecting the proper probe readings on every patient quickly. You can't treat patients well without this information, and hygienists will not be able to do a quality gathering of data all by themselves. So get that objective data. Next, you need scientific data so your patients can easily understand the mouth-body connection. Here are some examples. The Mayo Clinic has said, quote, like other areas of the body, your mouth is teeming with bacteria, most harmless, but your mouth is the entry point to the digestive and respiratory tracts. And some of these bacteria can cause disease. Normally, the body's natural defenses and good oral health care, such as daily brushing and flossing, keep bacteria under control. However, without proper hygiene, bacteria can reach levels that might lead to oral infections such as tooth decay and gum disease, unquote. Conditions that can be linked to oral health are endocarditis, the infection of the inner lining of the heart, and chambers and valves. This typically occurs when bacteria or other germs from another part of your body, such as your mouth, spread through your bloodstream and attach to certain areas of your heart. Cardiovascular disease. Although the connection is not fully understood, some research suggests that heart disease, clogged arteries, and stroke have a correlation and are linked to the inflammation and infections the oral bacteria can cause. Pregnancy and birth complications. Periodontitis has been linked to premature birth and low birth weight babies. Pneumonia. Certain bacteria in your mouth can be pulled into your lungs, causing pneumonia and other respiratory diseases. Diabetes. By reducing the body's resistance to infection, diabetes puts your gums at risk. Gum disease appears to be more frequent and severe among people who have diabetes. Research shows that people who have gum disease have a harder time controlling their blood sugar, and regular periodontal care can improve diabetes control. The New England Journal of Medicine said C-reactive proteins, the CRP blood test, is a major heart marker. It is developed by the liver in response to inflammation and is a more accurate indicator of heart disease and heart attack and stroke than a high cholesterol number. Results show that C-reactive protein levels come down 25% when treating periodontal disease and gingivitis more than traditional means. This is good news because statin drugs reduce C-reactive proteins by about 30%, but they do have side effects. Also, give patients phrases and analogy that lead to success. Some examples are early detection. Everybody's heard that phrase. I've often said, you and I need power tools to make it easier on both of us. Or good news, bad news. Bad news is your gum tissue's sick. Good news is we are experts at treating it non-surgically. Practice overcoming objections like, I just want a regular cleaning. Use the words, I know how you feel. Others have felt the same way, but what we found is there's no point to waxing a dirty car. Or a regular cleaning will not clear up this infection. Or Or if we don't do the proper treatment, you run the risk of ... and then list all those risks that we mentioned earlier. Experienced success leads to stronger confidence. Next, don't forget to transfer responsibility to the patient. Thinking that a good cleaning from you, the superstar hygienist, every 6 months is all your patients need to get better is a fantasy. Make sure you let them know that together, the two of you can get them stable again. We will address this more in the case presentation of perio. Like I always say, make everything you do a win for the patient, a win for the practice, and a win for you as the provider. By treating this disease correctly, you will get patients healthy, increase profitability for the practice, and give yourself the time you need to treat the patient without overworking yourself like I did. That's it, guys. If you have any questions, shoot me an email.